Bruno Fernandes broke the most famous creative record in Premier League history this season. 21 assists, passed Henry, passed De Bruyne, the most any player has ever managed in a single campaign. The clips were everywhere. The verdict was unanimous. This is the man who carried Manchester United on his back. It's a lovely story. It's also structurally backwards, because the same record that's being used to prove Bruno dragged a broken club somewhere it didn't deserve to be actually proves United finally built a club that deserved Bruno. And the data is surprisingly blunt about which of those is true. Let's be fair to the man first, because the season was extraordinary. 21 league assists, 9 goals, Footballer of the Year, the first United player to win it since Wayne Rooney in 2010. Player of the Season. He led not just England, but all 5 of Europe's major leagues for assists. None of that is in dispute, and none of it is luck. What's in dispute is the meaning the fan base has bolted onto it. The narrative says Bruno was a one-man team. Strip him out, and United requires a teammate to do the hardest thing in football: finish. And for 2 of the last 3 seasons, United didn't have anyone who could. So let's do the thing the highlight channels won't. Let's ask who actually changed. Rewind 1 year. In 2024/25, United finished 15th, their worst Premier League finish of the modern era, on 42 points, with a chronic, well-documented inability to put the ball in the net. Fernandes was creating then, too. He's led the Premier League in chances created since the day he arrived in 2020. The passes were going in. Nobody was on the end of them. Now look at what United spent the summer doing. Roughly £130 million on Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha, proven Premier League-ready finishers, plus Benjamin Sesko up top. By season's end, all 3 had reached double figures, somewhere in the region of 34 goals between them. That is the variable that moved, not the quality of Bruno's delivery, the quality of the runners attacking it. Put plainly, the same passes that died in 2024/25 became assists in 2025/26 because, for the first time in years, somebody was finishing them. 21 assists isn't the story of one man elevating his game. It's the story of his game finally being completed by other people. Here's the figure that never makes the celebration graphic. Of those 21 assists, 11 came from set pieces, corners, and free kicks. That equals Steven Gerrard's record from 2013/14 for set-piece assists in a season. It is a genuinely elite, separately impressive skill. It is also not the same thing as the phrase being thrown around, the greatest open play creator the league has ever seen. Because when you remove the dead balls, the open play creation lands at around 10 assists. Excellent, top of the league, comfortably. But roughly half the record-breaking number is delivery from a stationary ball into a crowded box, which depends enormously on who's attacking it, how good your set-piece coaching is, and a center half rising highest. It is a team mechanism wearing one man's name. A record is a record. But most assists ever and best open play playmaker ever are 2 different claims, and the gap between them is 11 corners. Now the durability. Fernandes played over 3,000 minutes, virtually every available one. This is, in large part, a volume and availability record, the most assists accumulated by the most reliably present creator across a full and uninterrupted season. His underlying shooting numbers, meanwhile, are modest by design, a non-penalty expected goals figure of just 0.22 per 90, 9 goals from 85 attempts. He is a creator playing on volume, not an efficiency outlier suddenly reborn. And consider the chaos he produced it inside. United sacked their head coach in January, sitting 6th after 20 games, with the lowest win percentage of any permanent Premier League manager in the club's history. The team was being rebuilt around Fernandes while the season was happening. When a side that disorganized still climbs back among the league's top sides, the lazy read is, One player must be doing it all. The more honest read is that the recruitment finally worked. A coaching change unlocked the attack, and the league's most consistent creator was standing right there, ready, the moment it all came together. He didn't drag a corpse up the table. He was the finished part of a machine that was finally being assembled correctly. So here's the verdict. The 21 assists are real, historic, and fully earned. Bruno Fernandes is an elite footballer having a brilliant season. But the narrative bolted onto the number inverts cause and effect. United did not finish high because of a sudden Fernandes leap. Fernandes's assists exploded because United, at long last, gave him finishers, fixed the structure, and changed the coach. Credit the rebuild, not the lone hero. The most damning thing about that record isn't anything Bruno did. It's the 4 years of identical passes that died because nobody could convert them. The same player, a different team. That's the whole story, and it's the one the highlight reels are built to hide. If you'd rather have the version of the table that survives contact with the data than the one that fits a thumbnail, you're in the right place. Subscribe to Premier Phantom for the argument most channels won't make. We'll see you in the next one.